Hey everyone, my name is Toney, and I'm bringing back another video. And I'm in my garage right now, and I thought that I'd make this video. It's kind of like a filler video, but I just wanted to tell you guys how I started and pretty much where I started and what kind of supplements I've taken, and well, not taken, but what kind of supplements I've taken and what kind of supplement I take now. So let's get started. Okay, so here, this is where I started. I just walked from up there. There's the garage door, or well, that leads to the garage. Uh, yeah, all of this stuff right here wasn't really all around here, but from time to time I still use this. But it was very helpful because my guardian, he's like a father figure to me. He started working out on this. He bought it pretty much for himself, and I started using it, and he started helping me. And here we have this thing right here, uh, which I believe is 15 and 20 or something like that. It's not a lot, but yeah, I started on this thing. We got the legs right here, leg work, say lat work or back work right there. Little pull cables right there, making sure I'm pointing at it right. And you've got the weights that you change back there. Uh, yeah, here I did a lot of things, curls, military press. I remember a time where I couldn't even lift this. It felt like it was just yesterday. And if I didn't say it, excuse the mess, but that's pretty much how most garages are. Well, at least our garage, but that's just what I wanted to say. And now we're gonna move on to what kind of supplement I started taking. Well, the very first supplement I started taking, like literally the very first. You'll understand what I'm trying to say. All right, let's go. Okay, guys. Now we're at my cabinet, which holds all the essential goods that I use for my bodybuilding and my fitness and getting in shape and everything. Which the refrigerator holds all of those kind of goods too. But cabinets are useful and they're good as well. So let's check out the cabinet. Okay, so here we have containers, bowls, jars, and now we have canisters of whey protein, as you can see. And as you can probably tell, I take a lot of whey protein. Yes, I know, I do. I really like it, but that's really not what I wanted to show you guys. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Soy protein, because how can I forget? This is the very first supplement I've ever taken. I almost said taken, but taken. I've ever taken in my life. So I can't forget where I started and where it came from. I'm gonna talk about this, but I'm gonna switch the camera so you guys can see my face. Now I've taken that soy protein. It's been about almost 3 years. Well, pretty much 3 years since I've touched that soy protein. Like today was actually the very first day in almost 3 years I've laid my hands on that soy protein canister or container, whatever you want to call it. But I only took that for a good whole week. And when I say a good whole week, I don't mean like one scoop every day. I mean like 2 scoops every day. Because I didn't even do any research on that stuff. I didn't realize that that stuff was actually more suited to women. At least that's what I researched. You can agree to disagree or disagree to agree, whatever you want to do. But I did do research on things with a lot of soy in it, and for the male gender, it's not so good because I believe it lowers testosterone levels, and that's really not good. So I only took it for a week, thank goodness. But yeah, that was the very first supplement I started using. One of my family members, my cousin, he bought it for me, and I don't believe he knew what it really did either, and I didn't either. But that was the first thing I started with, so I couldn't forget about that. The very first supplement I took. I'll show you again. Soy protein, yeah, 20 grams. Not as efficient as what I take now. But what I take now is a lot better, which I'm going to show you what I take now. Let's just head back over to the magical cabinet. Ignore that light. Okay. Now, Now I am holding whey protein now, which is actually new canister, which I just paid for like a couple days ago. Um, I switched up the flavor, but I use this whey protein. I've searched it up, done the research, seeing that it's very natural. Um, I know that things like this can still have its effects, but if I do it, I use it right, use it proper. But whey protein, Elite Series, it's all I've ever taken. Well, no, that's not all I've ever taken. Don't let me lie like that. But creatine, I've taken that too. But with creatine, you have to drink a whole bunch of water. And I'll even tell you the truth. When I took creatine, I got a whole bunch of cramps, like a lot of cramps. Like when I started laying down in the bed, my foot would start to cramp. Well, that's pretty much it. My foot, but creatine, it just meant that I wasn't drinking enough water, but I kept just gulping water, just drinking it down, and everything. But yeah, I kind of stopped taking creatine. I mean, it's okay because it adds on water weight, but I don't want to get too much into that because really, I just want to tell you guys what I've done and how I've done it and how I've gotten this far. Started in my garage, push-ups, sit-ups. Started small, of course, and worked my way up. Started getting into supplements. Well, I was very naive. Started taking supplements before even doing research on it, but because I thought anything that said protein in it was pretty much healthy for me, but nah, not so much. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys had any questions or you guys have any suggestions of what kind of video I should make next, I thought I'd make this kind of like a filler video. You guys can feel free to message me on Google Plus or Facebook or Twitter, social networking, all that kind of stuff. So, but remember, guys, feel free to subscribe, which should be right up here in this corner. Thanks, guys, and watch again. See you next time.